Next, I will talk about issues in Department of Environment. The first issue is river pollution. River pollution is a contamination of river water by harmful substances like industrial discharge, domestic waste, sewage, and rubbish. The effect is it reduces water quality and it needs higher cost for treatment. Also, it can harm aquatic life. And the actions of Department of Environment is they monitor water quality frequently and they do enforcement against polluters. Next is illegal waste disposal. Illegal waste disposal is the improper disposal of waste into rivers or open areas that was caused by irresponsible waste management and illegal industrial dumping. The effects are river and groundwater contamination, health risks to communities, and blocked drainage system. The actions of Department of Environment is they do site inspection to the polluted areas and they do legal actions and penalties to the polluters. Lastly is water pollution from agriculture. Water pollution from agriculture is the pollution caused by agriculture chemicals entering water sources and caused by fertilizer runoff and pesticide runoff. The effects are water quality deterioration, algae growth, and damage to aquatic system. The action of Department of Environment is the water quality monitoring and promotion of sustainable farming practices.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Today I will be presenting main objective of Department of Environment in managing national water resources. The first one is prevent and control water pollution. Water pollution can occur naturally, such as when mercury from the earth crust enter rivers, lakes, and oceans. However, human activities are the cause of water pollution. Polluted water becomes unsafe for drink and daily use. To manage this issue, the Department of Environment uses the total maximum daily load approach. Total maximum daily load estimates the maximum amount of pollutants a water body can receive while still meeting water quality standards. This helps authorities control and reduce pollution more effectively. The second objective is ensure water quality meets environmental standards. The Department of Environment also monitors rivers, lakes, and other water bodies by collecting and testing water samples. The results are compared with the national water quality standards to ensure water safety. In addition, the Department of Environment enforces the Environmental Quality Act 1974, and those who pollute the environment may face fines or legal penalties. The third objective is promote awareness and cooperation. The Department of Environment also promotes environmental awareness through communication, education, and public awareness that is called CEPA programs. These programs educate the public about protecting water resources and preventing pollution through campaigns, training, and community activities.
Actors involved in the policy is the local government. Local government is an important actor in environmental governance in Malaysia. Local authorities work closely with the Department of Environment to implement environmental policies and manage environmental issues at the local level. Their responsibilities include maintaining public cleanliness, managing drainage system, and protecting environmental quality. They also address major issues such as solid waste management, water pollution, and illegal dumping. Their work is guided by the Local Government Act 1976 and the Solid Waste and Public Cleansing Management Act 2007, which support environmental protections and public health and also sustainable development. Besides that, NGOs and civil society groups also play a significant role in environmental governance in Malaysia. Organizations such as WWF Malaysia and Sahabat Alam Malaysia support environmental protection by raising public awareness and encouraging community participation. They address important issues including deforestation, biodiversity conservation, climate change, water pollution, and also marine conservation. In addition, they support environmental policies such as the National Policy on Biological Diversity 2022 until 2030 through research, advocacy campaigns, and also community education programs.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I'll be presenting on the implementation strategies of the National Water Resources Policy. First, water is an important natural resource that is used in agriculture, industry, electricity generation, and our daily lives. However, population growth, economic development, and environmental change have increased the demand for water and affected its quality. Therefore, the government has introduced several strategies to ensure clean and sustainable water resources. Moving on to the first strategy, which is the Water Quality Program. This program is conducted by the Department of Environment, or DOE. The DOE regularly monitors rivers, lakes, and other water sources throughout Malaysia to ensure that the water remains clean and safe for public use. They collect water samples and carry out laboratory tests to detect pollutants such as chemical waste and industrial discharge. Through continuous monitoring, the DOE can identify problems early and take immediate action before they become serious environmental issues. For example, if river pollution is detected, the government can respond quickly to prevent further contamination and protect public health. Next, I will discuss the enforcement of environmental laws. The government has introduced various laws and regulations to protect water resources. One example is the National Water Services Commission, or SPAN, which was established under the National Water Services Commission Act 2005. SPAN regulates the water supply and sewerage industry to ensure that the services meet the required standards and protect the public. This enforcement helps reduce illegal waste disposal and chemical contamination. It also encourages industries and the public to follow proper waste management practices. As a result, water quality can be maintained and public health can be protected. In conclusion, the National Water Resources Policy is implemented through two main strategies: the Water Quality Program and the enforcement of environmental laws. This strategy helps ensure that Malaysia's water resources remain clean, safe, and sustainable for future generations. Thank you.
Okay, next, we evaluate the effectiveness of National Water Resources Policy using the SWOT analysis, which looks at strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. First is strength. One of the main strengths is that Malaysia has abundant natural water resources such as a river and high rainfall. Additionally, the presence of government agencies like SPEN and GPS ensure proper management and regulation of water resources. Furthermore, clear policies and continuous investment in infrastructure help strengthen water supply capacity. The second point is weaknesses. However, there are several weaknesses. For example, water distribution is not equal between states. Water pollution from industrial and domestic activities is still a serious issue. Besides that, aging infrastructure leads to water loss, also known as non-revenue water. And the third point is opportunity. In terms of opportunities, modern technologies such as smart water management system can improve efficiency. Public awareness campaign can also encourage people to use water responsibly. In addition, international cooperation allows Malaysia to learn best practice from other countries. And the last point is threats. On the other hand, there are several threats such as climate change, which can cause floods and drought. Population growth and rapid urbanization also increase water demand. Moreover,
Industrial activity can lead to serious water pollution if not properly controlled.